Pro Wrestling Weekly presents Today in Wrestling History, April 6. On this date in 1998, WCW Monday Nitro aired live from Miami, Florida. In the main event, Sting defeated Kevin Nash by disqualification. On this date in 2009, WWE Monday Night Raw aired live from Houston, Texas. In the main event, Vince McMahon fought Randy Orton to a no contest. On this date in 1997, WCW held its Spring Stampede pay-per-view. In the main event, Diamond Dallas Page pinned Randy Savage in a no disqualification match. Plus, a certain Hall of Famer had a certain infamous blunder.
Let me tell you something, Gene Oken, you out here talking about a clique. The only clique you need to know about is the Harlem Heat and Sister Sherry. See, because what you dealing with here is the brotherhood. It's nonstop from this point on in WCW. We take what we want, and after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you.
This has been Today in Wrestling History, April 6.
Hi, this is Jim Cornette, and you're listening to Pro Wrestling Weekly with Fearon on 1490 WBCB.
We coming for you indeed. Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly. Here
Everything about that was awesome.
Here on 1490 WBCB, online at WBCB1490.com. Yes, that's right. 16 years ago today was that infamous Booker T blunder where on live pay-per-view, Booker T drops, yes, the N-bomb.
The best part
to Hogan.
The best part about that is as soon as he does it, he immediately puts his hands on his head like, oh, no.
Oh, I'm screwed. Yeah. And meanwhile, Sherry Martel, she's just like patting him on the chin like, it's okay. You're not going to be fired. Just keep looking tough. We'll worry about it after they cut away from us.
Oh, that was outstanding.
It was. And now 16 years later, in spite of that, Booker T's being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. 16 years to the day. You can't make this stuff up.
The only way that could possibly be better is if he just goes, Hall of Fame!
Hall of Fame, I'm coming for you. Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I don't think, I
would venture to say that probably won't happen.
No. I mean, although if it did, it'd be one of those things that happened live that people who were there would acknowledge it happened, but it would never make it out of there.
Yeah.
Kind of like when Bill Watts was inducted a few years ago, and he talked about, back in my day, we didn't know what a steroid was. Yeah, that
was a thing.
That led to some uncomfortability. And I'm sure Vince was grimacing somewhere in the back, like, that son of a, how the hell could he say that? Oh, yeah, exactly. All right, a little bit more Facebook. Joseph's chiming in like crazy here. He says, I missed the on-location shows. Hope you can do more of those. Believe me, so do I. I love going on the road.
Fran's a man of the people.
I am a man of the people. I not that I don't like the studio, but, I like being out amongst the people. I like interaction. It's why I have so many different people other than myself in here with me, just to shake up the monotony a little bit. Even Starship Matt, who I know, he's pretty much admitted he doesn't know a wrist lock from a wristwatch, as the old adage goes. But, he's learning. As long as I can find different ways to bring regular sports vernacular in so he actually has a clue what in the blue hell I'm talking about, then it works out well.
So what you're telling me is he doesn't know whether to scratch his watch or wind his ass? That's pretty much what you're telling me?
Will you be serious? Pulling a heat into my monsoon here. I'll have you thrown out of here in a minute. Oh, my gosh. I don't even know where to go after that. I really don't.
Showstopper.
Yeah, exactly. You're filling in for Ed the Showstopper, apparently. Let's go to Ron. Let's go to the phones. Let's go to Ron. Wind up. Gonna wind my size 13 and yours in a second. All right, Ron, welcome to Pro Wrestling Weekly.
How you doing, guys? You really make me laugh.
We're trying to keep things lighthearted and just fun here. I mean, believe me, I'm fired up. It's WrestleMania weekend. Looking forward to going back up to Axxess right at the close of this show. Got the media passes, the whole deal. Special thanks to Al up at WWE. Got to throw him a bone.
Is it me, or this year's Wrestlemania and this year's tonight build up more than all the Wrestlemanias and all the Hall of Fames we've had? Because it seems like everything is built up. I mean, there are matches that are ho-hum matches. They should be not main event for WrestleMania, but there are matches tomorrow night they're off the chain. And that's why I look at it. I mean, Rock Cena, Triple H, and Brock Lesnar, maybe the Shield match. I don't know. I mean, all the other matches look like Hall of Fame matches to me. And then tonight, the Hall of Fame itself, it seems like the biggest Hall of Fame since I can remember Hall of Fame. And that's what, in my opinion, I think this is going to be the best year yet.
Well, Ron, it's interesting because you say this is probably, it feels like the biggest year, and it probably is because obviously the growing popularity of it, but on top of that, the fact that it's in New York. Everything is just bigger when it's in New York.
That has something to do with it, and so too do the names.
Me is Bruno Sammartino. I mean, 13. He's got so many Hall of Fame invitations, and he picked this one. And what's going to happen? I just got this odd feeling. Bruno's going to take the trophy and bang it on the ground. I don't think he's completely, with McMahon, but that's my opinion.
I don't know if he's necessarily going to, I guess, rebel in that regard. But thanks so much for the call. Yeah, this is, but I mean, it is a big event. I mean, you look at Bruno Sammartino and Bob Backlund. I mean, between the two of them, they held the World Wrestling Federation Championship for a combined almost 15 years. I mean, that's a pretty long time.
It's impressive for sure.
Yeah, 15 years ago, I was a junior in high school. I try not to think about that, but that scares me a little bit, to say the least. But, I mean, that's obviously... The only one that I can think comes close to that is maybe, 2006, when a lot of the guys from the original WrestleMania were inducted, where you had Hogan, you had Piper, you had, the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov. That year was probably the next biggest year as far as Hall of Fame induction. I mean, but this is certainly, even though there are six, I mean, there are six notable names. I mean, Mick Foley, he's no slouch.
Yeah, there's Donald Trump, but there's no weak one other than Donald Trump in this year.
It's the celebrity wing. We just, you do your celebrity thing. All right, go join William the Refrigerator Perry and Bob Uecker.
Right.
Drew Carey, and I know I'm forgetting a couple.
Mercifully.
Yeah, pretty much mercifully. Pete Rose.
Yeah.
How can you forget Pete Rose?
Pete Rose.
That's Pete Rose. Yeah, no. It's
Poor Pete Rose.
No. Not poor Pete Rose. He's still making a living off of not being in the Baseball Hall of Fame or something.
True.
If he had to get tombstoned by Kane a couple of times to do it. Oh, that would be interesting. Do we see a Pete Rose run-in tonight during the tag title match? I don't know. Let's take a look.
That would be interesting.
The prediction's starting to go wrong. Let's go through the 10 matches on the card. Let's start with the pre-show. Wade Barrett defending the Intercontinental title against The Miz. Now, I got the chance. I posted yesterday the picture of us with The Miz, and I'm a Miz guy, not to the level that former co-host Richie is. I don't have "I'm awesome" as a license plate, but you didn't know that, did you?
I did not.
Yes, no. His license plate actually reads "I'm awesome." I'm not going to spell it because I don't want to. It's the state license plate, but
that's a thing.
It is a thing, exactly. I'm not that kind of level of fanaticism, but I mean, as much as I like The Miz, I think Barrett should hang on to it here.
Yeah. I think he should.
You don't think he's going to, though?
I don't know. I feel like they're building up the Miz. I mean, they put him in a handicap match, but you won over the primetime players this past week, which you kind of watched and thought, huh? It just didn't make a whole lot of sense. So it seems like they're gearing him up for something.
Well, that's the problem. It doesn't seem like there's any long-term focus for anyone who's not Cena, The Rock. That's about it.
Yeah, end of list.
End of list. It's a very short list.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to go with Barrett because it seems to make sense. But again, I mean, when these two wrestled each other in Philly a couple of weeks ago, I mean, they went about 10 minutes and the crowd was chanting boring.
Yeah.
So, for that to kind of kick off and make that last-minute sell for WrestleMania, although it almost seems like WWE's banking on, all right, it's WrestleMania, people are going to buy it, and that's going to be the end of it.
I think that we're going to see more than one match in that pre-show.
You think there's going to be like a Divas title match or something like that?
There's going to be, I'm sure we'll see something from the Divas. I'm sure we'll see.
Maybe 3MB or.
Nah, you'll throw Cesaro against Kingston in there, I think, because those two guys aren't doing anything, and they're the most two glaring omissions from the card.
Yeah, true. That does make sense. Joseph chiming in, I predict this WrestleMania will have more hits than Ryan Howard's 2013 season. But good job. Well done. All right, Alberto Del Rio, Jack Swagger, the World Heavyweight Championship. It seemed like this was such a big thing about 6-7 weeks ago, but it's kind of faded into Bolivian, as Mike Tyson used to say. So that's that's a thing. I don't know. I guess that's the. We just got some news in here into the studio. Looks like we're not breaking as early as we thought. Apparently, and I'll get a little bit more information from Samsel on it in just a moment, but I think we'll actually be extending here to 1 o'clock, but we'll get to that in just a moment. But yeah, Del Rio and Jack Swagger. Yeah, it was a big thing a few weeks ago. Jack Swagger, the whole We the People thing, and then Mississippi happened, Weed the People happened, and ever since then it seems like Swagger's punishment has been getting absolutely nobody to care about this World Heavyweight Championship match. People were wondering, how's he going to get punished? Is he going to be suspended? Is he going to be fired? No, the punishment is apathy.
Yeah.
But
see, here's the thing. This gimmick seems like it's a pet project of McMahon's. It seems safe. So here is my prediction, certain to go wrong, because it's a twofold prediction.
Oh, no.
Jack Swagger's punishment is that he will be the shortest reigning World Heavyweight Champion ever. He gets attacked after the match. He's here to show the world. Ziggler leaves the World Heavyweight Champion.
Finally cashed in.
Mm-hmm.
Here's why I'm not going with that. As strange as that sounds, the reason I'm not going with it is I feel like there's a story to tell with the proverbial clock ticking on Dolph Ziggler's Money in the Bank contract, knowing that he has until July 14th to cash that in. That window, the window of opportunity as it closes, that just seems like a story that hasn't yet been told with the Money in the Bank contract because it's been cashed in so soon, either following WrestleMania or following the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So to have it stretch out close to, if not the full year, it's certainly an interesting dynamic. And that's why I'm not going with cashing in. At least not with that. But I do think that Del Rio is going to retain the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, I'm going full-on chaos. I'm going CM chaos. Punk, Kevin Nash, John Cena, Alberto Del Rio at the end of SummerSlam. Just at the end of it, you're just sitting there wondering, what just happened?
Wow. Yeah, there's certainly a lot of that. Now, you've been fielding the phones a little bit here. What's going on with our time frame here? Just let's get an update here.
Okay, the Thunder game has been canceled due to frozen field conditions. I believe they are in. Where are they anyway? Portland, Maine. It's frozen in Portland, Maine.
Which makes sense because it's way north of here.
Right. So frozen field conditions. Was that the call, Matt? Is that what they said?
Yeah, the wind chill was 20 degrees. They said no baseball weather.
It's more like playoff football weather.
Right. So we're going until 1 o'clock, and then I guess we're going to go some country music hall after that.
We're going to go right into the country music hall show.
That's what I'm talking about.
There we go. So I thought we'd be off the air in 3 minutes, but we've got 18.
18.
I like it. That gives us plenty of time to talk about the rest of the WrestleMania lineup because I know I've been rambling trying to figure out exactly what's been going on and whether it be rapid firing going through the rest of the predictions certain to go wrong. All right, so we've got Team Hell No against Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston. Now, you think he's going to cash in. Does that mean he goes double duty? Like, does he get the tag titles and the world title? Does he kind of pull a Hogan from WrestleMania 9 going back 20 years ago and lose the tag title but somehow end up with the world title by night's end?
Nope.
Team
Hell No retains because, again, there's no plan. I think Team Rhodes Scholars for the next tag team champions.
We've been thinking that for like 5 months now.
Well, then they got broken up.
Even after the breakup and now reformation of Rhodes Scholars, they were broken up for like a week.
Yeah, that was dumb.
They were broken up for about as long as Britney Spears' marriage.
Oh, burn.
Topical. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Topical from like what?
Take that, 2002.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they retain here. I think Big E ends up doing some impressive stuff. I think they actually end up protecting him. And again, the burial of Dolph Ziggler continues in that he ends up getting pinned or submitting, and then and
making everybody else look good in the process.
Right.
It's a shame.
They're actually going to bury Dolph Ziggler to protect Big E Langston. Where's the logic in that?
It's simple. Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn love muscle. Yeah.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah.
So hang on, Ezekiel Jackson. Things are looking up.
There you go. Just get better. Don't tear anything else. And speaking of muscle, this is the match Vince McMahon loves. Mark Henry and Ryback.
Has Mark Henry, since he's come back from injury, wrestled a match more than 80 seconds?
That's what he do?
Fair.
Yes. What else do you say to that? I don't know. I'm going with Ryback on this one. After subsequent losses to CM Punk back in the winter, and he's kind of struggling to find his way with this 6-man thing with the Shield, he desperately needs a win to be thrust back into relevancy.
I think Ryback wins as well because it just doesn't make sense for Mark Henry to win.
Plus, I mean, Mark Henry can just lose and beat somebody up on Raw on Monday in the Izod Center, and he's right back to where he was before that match.
Right. There's no story to be told with Mark Henry winning.
Mm-hmm. Although stories being told isn't exactly a precipice for WWE.
That's true. Details.
Yeah, details, exactly. All right. Since you mentioned Nope and your good buddy Dean Ambrose.
Nope.
Yeah. The Shield taking on Randy Orton, Sheamus, and The Big Show. I'm thinking the Shield takes this one, despite the star power of Orton, Sheamus, and the Show.
I'm thinking... Yeah.
Don't take too long. Smoke might come out of your ears.
Oh, that's why the sprinkler was going off.
Yeah.
God, I'm going Orton, Sheamus, and Show. I don't feel good about it.
You don't feel good about it?
I don't feel good about it at all, but it's happening.
It's a thing?
It's a thing.
It's a thing. All right. Chris Jericho, this has actually gotten a fair amount of attention, probably more so than the World Heavyweight Championship match. Chris Jericho and Fandango.
No. Fandango. Let the A's breathe.
Let the A's breathe?
Let the A's breathe.
Is one of those A's the one that you were trying to wind earlier? Genius. Fandango.
No. Let it breathe. Fandango.
This could go the whole rest of the hour. You realize we're wasting the bonus 15 minutes that we're getting here because of this Thunder game being canceled due to a frozen field. Jericho versus the movie guy. There you go. All right, I think the movie guy is going to take it.
I do too. Because, again, there's no real story to be told with Jericho winning.
Well, other than it's been the first time in a while since Jericho's won.
Well, there's that.
but, nobody's really acknowledged that.
Right, exactly. I think it's going to be interesting. I'm very excited to see. And I think it's actually going to be a pretty interesting match because, A, we're going to see what Johnny Fandango can do in the ring.
Fandango.
And B, anytime you see Jericho wrestle is a win.
Yeah. Certainly right about that. All right, we've got 4 matches left here. Tons of funk and the Funkadactyls against Rhodes Scholars and the Bella Twins. 8-person mixed tag team action.
Yo,
yeah. Throwing some love to Norristown there.
Who cares? I love Sandown Rhodes. I hope they win, but they're not gonna.
Yeah, it seems like I do this every month. I go with my heart instead of my head. I pick whatever side Cody Rhodes is on, and I end up getting it wrong, which is why it's the prediction certain to go wrong.
Yeah, I'm going tons of Funk and the other ones.
Yeah, I apparently haven't learned my lesson. I'm going with Rhodes Scholars and the Bella Twins.
I hope I'm wrong. I would gladly lose it.
Prediction, I damn sure hope I'm wrong. Is that
right? Exactly.
That can be your tagline. Prediction, Samsel damn sure hopes is wrong. I like it. Trademark it. All right, now the 3 biggies. The 3 that WWE actually wants you to care about because the other 7, meh. Yeah, I'll throw that out there. Meh. All right. Triple H and Brock Lesnar. No holds barred. If Triple H loses, he must retire. Your thoughts?
Here's why this doesn't make sense to me. Because why would Triple H come out of retirement to put his career on the line? Like, Triple H hasn't wrestled in 7 months.
How dare you use logic?
We seem to be ignoring that whole thing.
This is sports entertainment. Logic doesn't exist.
Triple H is going to win. Why? Because he's Triple H. I mean, he buried Wade Barrett for no apparent reason. Why not make himself look strong at WrestleMania again?
True. He buried his foot. Well, yeah.
Right.
Right in the midst of Wade Barrett's blue tights. That's, right. Did that go by the censors?
Yep.
Okay, we're good.
That's good.
That's good?
Yep.
Clever and adroit. That's how we go around here.
Adroit.
Yeah, I know. I'm throwing out the big words.
I don't know if I should dump that or not.
In honor of Mr. Backlund, I'm using bigger words. Like
okay.
Adroit. Take that, plebeians.
I think I should dump that too.
No.
Okay.
Nope. I'm going with Triple H just because one thing that if there's anything that we've learned over the almost 20-year WWE career of Triple H is that there are 2 things about Triple H that are ginormous: his nose and his ego.
Yep. And now he's running the place.
Yeah. So
he ain't losing.
Nothing's over until he decides it is, to quote the late John Belushi. So I'm thinking Triple H wins that one, and Lesnar disappears for a while, and then he'll come back maybe around SummerSlam for another big payday. It's part of the contract agreement. That's what I'm going with.
You mean he'll lose and quit?
Again? Man, he'll have left more times than Brett Favre.
Oh.
I know. I'm behind the times on my topical humor.
Take that, 2008.
Hey, I was at 2002 a few minutes ago, so I'm slowly catching up.
By the end of the show, you'll have something topically funny.
Maybe. We'll see. All right. Undertaker and CM Punk. The Streak versus the Best in the World. Mired by the real-life passing of Paul Bearer.
Has anyone else watched this and thought, what did they have planned before Paul Bearer died? I think Vince killed Paul Bearer.
What?
He needed something for this storyline.
As opposed to just letting it breathe on its own.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I'm staring at you in disbelief. I'm not processing the words that are coming out of your mouth.
It's obviously
pure lunacy. Yes, I know it's in jest, but even still, I'm staring in disbelief.
Or is it?
Shh. I would say sit there and look pretty, but that'd be a failed test.
Yeah,
too.
no, that's not happening.
Definitely not. All right. All feeble attempts at humor aside, I'm thinking Taker goes 21-0.
Feeble? Fine. Yeah, there's no way Taker's going to lose at WrestleMania.
Feeble, it's true.
There's no way he's going to lose at WrestleMania. Or if they do, they're going to do something stupid like CM Punk wins by a countout or disqualification. And then they'll say, "Oh, there's a one on the record, but did he really lose?"
Or would they murk it like that? I mean,
yeah.
I think I remember
Absolutely.
a while ago hearing, hearing from a rodent in the ground something about a match possibly ending in a draw or something like that to murk it up even more. Yeah, no. Taker goes 21-0. I'm going with that. Sticking with it.
There's no way he loses.
And finally, once in a lifetime for the second time,
Spaceballs 2, the search for more money.
Yep, or the search for more money. Either way.
Yeah.
The Rock and John Cena for the WWE Championship.
All right, are we predicting
the new shiny diamond leather belt?
Are we predicting this for WrestleMania 29 or WrestleMania 30 next year?
Well, then it'd be once in a lifetime for the third time.
Right. Because you got to break the tie.
Which, of course, means that Cena wins here.
Yeah.
I said it before during the Heath Slater interview, and unlike earlier with Rhodes Scholars, my heart says The Rock, my head says Cena. For once, I'm going with my brain. And I'm going with Cena. Because I know that would make me 0-2, being in attendance live for WrestleMania, rooting for The Rock, and having The Rock come up on the short end. It happened in 1999 at WrestleMania 15, Austin and The Rock. I was there live. I'll be at WrestleMania 29 live, rooting for The Rock. So, of course, Cena's going to win.
Yep. Because here's the thing that WWE finds itself in. I watched the NWO DVD the other day, and Eric Bischoff essentially said he had to turn Hulk Hogan heel because he's basically where John Cena's at right now. WCW was a private company. WWE is publicly traded. They turn Cena heel, merchandise sales go down. Merchandise sales go down. They have stockholders to answer to.
Yep.
They can't turn Cena heel.
As
so
much
he
as they
has
want
to win. He just has to win. As bad as it is for their product, that's the catch-22 that they find themselves in.
I'm with you on that. I mean, I know people have been, they've been analyzing, assessing, processing every one of Cena's words. The WWE will never be the same again, or something like that. After WrestleMania, or it'll change the face of the WWE. I mean, there have been a lot of cryptic messages, for lack of a better term.
Nope.
No cryptic messages.
No, just that he's not going to turn heel.
It's all a smokescreen, a ruse.
Yep.
It's a trap, as it were.
Because they have to put doubt into it. Because remember, everybody said, "Oh, this is going to be the most foreseeable main event ever," and then they're going, "Oh, well, no, maybe he might lose."
Yeah, that's where he loses and turns heel. That's the game plan.
Nope.
No, he might not lose and turn heel.
Nope.
Okay, crazy stuff. All right, we've got
about 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say we have. All right, I'm just getting my bearings here. Some other interesting tidbits here. Former NFL quarterback Kurt Warner advertised for a guest appearance on this Monday's Raw from the Izod Center in East Rutherford, New Jersey, right across the street from MetLife Stadium.
Oh. Okay.
The reason being, he's promoting his new reality show, The Moment.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's a thing. It's a thing. That's pretty much all I got on that.
Yep.
I know we haven't talked any TNA, and it's been 56 minutes into the show. You're looking at me like, why are you changing that? Well, because this coming Thursday is a huge Impact. That's why.
Okay.
With a world title defense, Bully Ray, a rematch against Jeff Hardy, a rematch from Lockdown.
Okay. So
That's
are they
a
both
thing.
bad guys now? Or did Jeff Hardy return face?
He never turned. Well, he hadn't turned heel recently.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It was Bully Ray who turned heel.
Yeah, I know he flipped and joined the fake biker gang that's ripping off that show on FX, Sons of Anarchy, but...
Oof. Sons of Aces and Eights?
Yes, exactly.
Something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Or Sons of Aces? Or,
yeah, exactly.
I don't know. But yeah, no, it's a thing. Yeah, it's... And of course, there's the whole AJ Styles thing. What side's he going to be on? Aces and Eights, Team TNA.
Gotcha. I thought they did all
Team
the
Edward,
reveals
Team
already.
Jacob. I don't know. See, I'm up to 2010.
There you go. We're getting there. We're getting there.
I got a couple of minutes left. I got to come up with something more topical.
We needed a weather delay, but we got there.
Exactly. Thank goodness. If not for that, I'd have had nothing. No, it should be interesting. I'm looking forward to Mania, even though I know I've been very snarky about it. Being there live, despite the fact I'll be in the Euchre seats, the wind tunnel, wind chill pretty close to what it is up in Portland, Maine there.
Still going to be awesome.
Not sure what I'll be rocking, but rumor has it that the madness might return. Oh, yeah. It's a rumor.
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah.
We'll stay tuned to the dirt sheets.
Yeah, there you go. Stay tuned to the dirt sheets. You never know what's going to happen. Tune in next week. I'll be on the road. Pro Wrestling Weekly taking a road trip to Senator Tommy Tomlinson's Children's Expo over in Council Rock South High School. Should be a lot of fun. Come on out to that. Who knows what insanity I'm going to bring with me. You never know what happens on the road, but I'm sure, if it's anything like last time, we'll get some kids on the air, bust out the old replica belts, bust out the recently acquired replica Slammy Award.
Oh, nice.
Not every day you can see a Slammy.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I've got it, and I'll have it next week on the road. Definitely looking forward to that. Stay tuned. We've got Starship Matt Sarshik coming your way with country music. A little sports talk a little bit later, I believe.
Yeah, we'll do that 4:30.
4:30, like usual.
Final four picks, cover it all.
Oh yeah, there is that going on. See, when you mention Final Four, the only thing that pops in my head, and of course this is going to go way over your head, as pretty much usual, In Your House Final Four from 1997, February of 97, the road to WrestleMania 13, thanks to Austin's arguably tainted victory at the Royal Rumble from 1997. Austin, The Undertaker, Bret Hart, and Vader. Four! Yeah, the Final Four. Very good. Way to throw that Hoosiers reference in, which of course goes back to basketball in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, it's what you do. All right, we'll be back next week. Enjoy Mania. Enjoy all the madness that's associated with it. If you're at Mania, look for me. I'll be up in the 300 level. I'll, of course, have all kinds of stuff. I'll probably be putting pictures up on the Book of Face, like I do. Like that one, Starship.
The
Book of Face. Yeah, and maybe the tweets here and there. You never know what's going to happen, especially here on Pro Wrestling Weekly, here on 1490 WBCB. Stay tuned. Matt Starshik's up next.
In the name of all that is good and decent, no more for today!
1490 WBCB, Levittown, Fairless Hills, Trenton.